What's up guys, I'm Mike Ashworth and welcome back. I hope you guys are catching tons of great and amazing fish in this new year, 2020. But today is not one of those days because the coast is getting pounded with 25-mile-an-hour winds, plus the temperature dropped last night into the 40s, and so it's just not worth fishing. So that gives me the opportunity to show you something awesome. And that is this Buzzbee Modular Tackle system. I picked this up last week at the Houston Boat Show and I thought it was extremely unique and interesting, and it's something that I've been looking for a long time, and I'm so glad that a company has come out with something as exciting and interesting as this. And so I want to show it to you, and here it is. Now this is a case of 4 modular tackle boxes that look like this. Yeah, they're pretty awesome, but I want to show it to you, and here it is. Alright guys, here it is, the Buzbe Colony 28 Modular Tackle Box. So nice. But before I show you this, I want to first say I have absolutely no affiliation with them whatsoever. They have no idea who I am, and other than me buying this, I have no idea about them or their company. I just like this. This is extremely unique, and it's special, and it's something that I've never seen before, and I thought I would share it with you. And secondly, I want to show you the issues first that I have with pretty much every other tackle box. Now, if you're anything like me, then you probably have a collection of tackle boxes like this. Now, almost every standard tackle box that you buy is going to look like this on the inside. And they've got these hard walls that are kind of molded in, and then they give you these that you move into different places and you push in so that you can make the compartments and the sizes that you want. The problem with that is these are not standard among every single tackle boxes. These are only going to fit this tackle box. If I switch to that one, then I'm going to have different, which means that I have to keep a lot of extra these. And yeah. Secondly, a lot of this stuff doesn't really fit properly, specifically larger lures. And so I put them in, and then I have a ton of extra space in there, and not everything fits properly, and so you end up where you have to put multiple lures inside the same compartments, or you just have a ton of extra space inside your tackle box that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Now, when you have multiple lures inside the same compartments, the big issue that you run into is that when you're out fishing and you go to grab that lure, you will grab one and then you end up with this. And so you've got to disconnect them to find the exact lure that you want. And that can be really, really annoying. It's not that big of a deal, it's just annoying. Now, when you start losing space in tackle boxes, what that means is that you have to buy more tackle boxes. And so you end up, like me, with a pile of different tackle boxes that are only using really half the space inside the tackle box. And then you've got to find your lures in each side of those. Now, most of these are clear, but as you use them over and over, well, they start getting really cloudy like this. If you can tell me what that lure is. Yeah, very, very difficult. It's hard to see. You can't really see through the tackle boxes, which means that you have to open them up to see what you have inside, and you have to open each individual one to find that exact lure that you're looking for at that exact moment. That is a problem as well. Another issue that I don't like about most tackle boxes is that it's hard to fit things that aren't tackle. For instance, I like to bring extra line specifically when I'm wading, because if you break off there, you want that near you. But there's no way to put this in here. However, they do make tackle boxes that have larger spaces, like this one, that you can fit that, but then you have a lot of extra room that just doesn't make sense unless you're carrying multiple types of line. But anything that isn't shaped perfectly like a lure and long and skinny, sometimes they just don't fit well inside tackle boxes. Now, Lastly, a lot of tackle boxes like this are an issue because they are not waterproof. Now, tackle boxes like this that have these rubber gaskets, yes, they are waterproof, but many of those don't float. So if you manage to drop, if you're out wading and you manage to drop this tackle box in the water, chances of you getting back that tackle box is pretty rare. I dropped more than one tackle box in the water. Many of those do not float. Now, another option that they have is tackle boxes that actually have holes in them so that they drain water. Those definitely will not float because they're going to fill with water. Secondly, all of your tackle is getting wet, and in salt water we know that that can be a problem. So I don't like that idea either. And lastly, we have these huge clamps on the side that you have to undo to get your tackle box apart and out. Not really a problem, but if you're fishing and you're wading and you need to do this one-handed, it's pretty difficult. Yeah, so that's my issue with standard tackle boxes for the most part. There's actually a few more issues, but those are the big ones. And there's a reason that I have 20 plus tackle boxes, is because I'm constantly searching for that right tackle box that just fits everything properly, that's waterproof, that floats, that, you know, has all of those things that I need in a tackle box, but you just can't find. It's very difficult to find that right tackle box, which means we end up with a lot of extra tackle boxes, some that we won't even use. So let's jump into the Buzbe Colony 28 modular tackle box, and I want to show you why this has fixed pretty much every problem that I hate about every other tackle box, and why this will probably be the last tackle box I ever buy. First off, the top is completely clear, so you can see right through it. You can see everything inside your tackle box. Now, they have combined some additives to this plastic to make it withstand sunlight and be resistant to those things so that it's not going to yellow and fog up, and it should stay clear for a very long time. Now, I assume that as you use this for a long period of time, just your lures and everything kind of scratching it will probably cause this to be a little bit less transparent, but this is a very clear top. You can see your lures and your baits right through the top very easily. You don't have to open it to see what's inside, which is amazing. Next is these latches on here. They are military grade stainless. They work very well, and what I like about these is when you open them, they force the clamp out so you don't have to open them and then undo the top. They automatically, when you open them, pop forward, so you can do this with one hand, no problem at all. Now, what makes this tackle box extremely unique is the modular system inside. Each one of these cases is a different size, and they lock into place so they don't come out. They're fantastic, but what's great about them is that you can move them around however you want. They will lock back into place. They're not going anywhere. I can move anything I want, and they're going to lock. So that gives you extreme organization like this, so you can customize your tackle box exactly how you want it, and every single one of these lock into place. What's also really neat is the top lid of this has these squares that actually hold these in place as well. So, regardless of how you set up your tackle box, you can move things around as many times as you want, and it's going to hold it in whatever way you want. This is really like a Lego system for adults. Now, each tackle box comes with 5 different sizes of compartments. Like these, you have the long one, you have the kind of medium size, these are the small ones, you have the small square and the large square. Which is what makes it great about buying a case of these, or even just 2 of these, is that I can interchange these with another tackle box in case I wanted, for instance, 2 squares. I can move these around however I want, and I can organize multiple tackle boxes with the same compartments. Now, each one of these trays, you can buy packs of these from Buzzbee as well. So if you need extra sizes, for instance, like this long one that they only have one of in each tackle boxes, if you want an entire tackle box full of just these, you can order just these trays, and they're all interchangeable. They lock in every single direction that you want, and it's just a really, really neat system. Now, every one of these boxes is 100% waterproof. It does have this gasket that fits right inside that groove and lines up perfectly. So it's 100% waterproof, but on top of that, this thing floats. And surprisingly, this floats with a lot of weight. I actually filled this up with just a bunch of weights that I had laying around, and I couldn't get it to sink. They hold a ton of weight. I'm really, really surprised at how much weight this holds. Now, I bet if you were to fill every single compartment with like 8-ounce weights and fill all the little crevices and things like that, you could probably sink this. But for most of us, in most occasions, there's no reason that you would have that much weight inside of a single tackle box. So yeah, they float. They float, they're waterproof, they're perfect. Now, what amazes me about this box is how absolutely perfect things fit in here, like your most common lures and your popping corks. They fit perfect. For instance, this is the spook. It's very, very common. It's what a lot of people use, and it fits almost perfectly. Same here. There's next to no room at all for these. Your most common size of leader line, there's no movement at all because it fits absolutely perfect. Now, if we look at soft plastics, it's the same thing. It is incredible how well things fit. So here's the down south lures. Your 5-inch paddle tails fit absolutely perfect. Here's my custom lure, fits in there, and now the new down south burner shad. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Perfect fit for everything. Now, I put all of my like jig heads and my shake weights in these small 1x1s. These are, yeah, it's perfect. There's no way that this was not intentional. They absolutely thought out every single thing, and the most common lures, they just fit in every one of these compartments exactly how you would expect them to, with next to no room at all. They're a perfect fit. All right, now these tackle boxes are also stackable. So when you put them into place, they actually lock. So they, unlike your other tackle boxes, when you turn them on the side, they don't move around. You actually have to lift them up to get them off because they do lock in place. That is awesome. Specifically, if you have multiple tackle boxes that you're carrying on top of each other, you don't want them like moving all over the place. This is a great system. It locks into place. Just a fantastic idea. Now, in the front, it does have this hole, and they line up individually. So if you ever need to lock up your tackle boxes multiple at a time, or if you want to run a zip tie through them, you can stack 4 or 5 of these at a time, run it through the same hole on all 4 of them, and lock them up. Now, I know everyone's going to be asking, what is the price? What is the price on these boxes? Now, they are $40 each, which is a little bit higher than most tackle boxes, but for what you're getting, the value, in my opinion, it is absolutely worth it. Even your most common waterproof tackle boxes are generally over $30. So for a few bucks more, you're getting something much nicer that offers a lot more, and it's just a much better tackle box. Now, I will leave a link in the description to these boxes, to the website where you can pick these up and order them. At the boat show, they did have a special if you bought an entire case, which is 4 tackle boxes. I don't know if that special is online or not, but I will find out. I will leave the link in the description below where you can pick these boxes up online. I believe it is just buzzbee.com. Yes, buzzbee.com. You can pick these boxes up, but I will put a link in the description so that you can click on that. Alright guys, well that is it for the Buzzbee modular tackle box. In my opinion, this is the best tackle box on the market that you can buy today. There's absolutely no reason for me to look for other tackle boxes because it's just perfect. It does everything I need, and it far exceeds my expectations in every way. There's nothing that I would change on this tackle box. I absolutely love it. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment below on the video. Tell me what you think about these tackle boxes if you have them or if you're interested in them. Just tell me what you think. I'd love to hear your opinions as well. But thank you again. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.